The sun is going down, and it's probably going to go down within a half hour. But got a few new plants. Well, out of it today. Just one of those days. So please don't mind me. Just caught up in, I don't know, stuff. So I'm going to grab the plants and then write them down and try to figure out if they like full sun, wet, soil, and that kind of thing. Really stoked, honestly. A few things. This is from Caribbean Produce, which really cool local nursery near one of my friends. So anytime I go to that part, we try to stop by. And let me just show. This is guinea hen weed. And if you could see, there's also some cilantro going inside, as well as a mystery plant, which it could be a sprout from the seed. Who knows? We'll find out. And then this, I believe, is did I get the wrong one? Did I get the wrong one? Oh no. Oh no. Let's see. It was near some native plants, and it wasn't flowering. Let's see. Oh, okay, native. Okay. Okay. Oh wait, here I'm looking. Florida. Because I'm on a mission to get the proper milkweed. Let's see. Milkweed. I hope it's not that. I hope it's not that. Gosh. If this is tropical milkweed, I am going to be all kinds of upset. Please don't be tropical milkweed. So I'm gonna call them tomorrow just to double check before I might even keep it in the screened in area tonight, because I just don't I don't want to cause any harm to the monarchs. We have a migratory as well as one that chills. But the milkweed, the tropical milkweed, carries a parasite called OE, and I have been reading more about it, more than usual. I usually keep it to edible and medicinal, or like folklore plants. However, I'm really focused on flowers right now, and feeding as many of the pollinators as possible. And so, see what I was reading before was it had lighter leaves, and these were nice and dark, and they were very close to the other natives like tick seed, and gosh, and it's this color that is just there's a native milkweed here that has a beautiful pink ball of flowers, and that's kind of what I thought it might be. And that's what I mean. I don't know everything, and I'm always learning something new. And I was just in such a state. I just couldn't focus on. There was too many plants, and when there are too many plants, I can never choose, because, gosh, how can you? But okay, so we're going to wait on that. I'm gonna call. But always ask, because there's other things I'm really stoked about. Here is, I believe it is. There's a few different names. This is the name on it. Let's give you Cape Honeysuckle. And The orange of these are just absolutely gorgeous. And orange and red and pink, I really like together. And yeah, so. Also, this is dwarf Ixora, which is slightly smaller than the varieties you'll see normally growing here in Florida. But we grew up sucking the ends of these. This, I don't know what's been used to grow it, so I'm not going to be demonstrating, but it has a very, very sweet nectar, just like a quarter of a drop. But yeah, it's one of those that just like is full of childhood memories and drought tolerant and really happy to grow in full sun. And there's one more. This next to the Ixora, like so. Yes. Can you see? I'm sorry, I'm not at all coherent right now. Let's see. So here, my hand. Okay, yeah. This. I'm not exactly sure what variety of jasmine because they had like 30 of them, and Snappa noticed it. It smells so good, and these, rather than like a pinwheel jasmine or the ones I normally see, they're so structured and ruffly, almost like tiny little gardenias in a way. They had a gardenia and it looked like a perfect rose from afar, and Snap was really interested in some fragrant flowers. Likewise, it's pretty much I had a whole like plan for this stream. I was going to just sit here, look them up, and then try to figure out where they would want to go and thrive. But I don't know. Everybody has multiple needs a day, right? And yeah. I keep wanting to call it a snapdragon. Cape honeysuckle. And I'm really curious about that milkweed. I'm really kind of freaked out about it, honestly. The ones that, let's see. See, that's what I thought it was. I thought it was that one. I thought it was that one. Swamp milkweed, that's what I thought it was, isn't it? It was a canopy. Please be it. It says yellow, but it's pink. I thought, okay, swamp milkweed. Anybody has swamp milkweed, I would love a cutting, and I will send you many cuttings. I got stamps. Whew, welcome to an off mood. But that's okay. Definitely is not it. Where did I put it? Okay, so let me show y'all. If anybody comes across this stream and knows exactly what kind of milkweed this is, I will be watching it heavily, waiting for it to flower. And I am so serious about this. It's going in the screened-in area. I'm usually quite, when it comes to plants, but I really want to focus on natives. And, I don't know everything by any means. And I'm also not too experienced in growing milkweed to begin with. I had an orange variety, but I'm still kind of curious as to exactly what it is. And I don't know. There are caterpillars on it, and which is funny because you don't see many chews in it, but there's a little one. I could show you. Where did I just see it? Oops. The Ixora. So, where did I see him? I saw him over here. Right there. don't know if you can see it. I don't even know if I'm pointed at it. Right there. There's KYNTO. The, how do you say this? Jasmine, though. This, oh god, these bags in my eyes. Trying to, I don't know. I don't know. I try to, I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, that's good. Ooh. So, what's your name? Exactly. Oh, and they have bottle shaving brush tree. Look at this. Doesn't this look like a lure? Like that rubbery stuff you'd get at a tackle shop. This is a shaving brush tree, and oddly enough, let's get in light because this is my favorite tree ever. Like aesthetically, incredible. The fuchsia on it, yes. And it was sticking out of a bird bath type thing, and I was like, no way, they have it. A nursery or a plant page posted the closed buds of this tree, and they kind of look like cartoon acorns. And so they asked, can anybody ID this tree? They'll post the answer tomorrow. And I knew exactly what it was, because this is my favorite. And it's hollow. You could just like see in it. Let's see. It's hollow. Yeah. Let's see. Hello, Mile High, Mile High Commander. This just reminded me of something. When I was a kid, I really wanted to be a pilot for Halloween, and so my mom got me the pilot costume, and she pulled out the pin, and it said Mile High Stewardess or something on it. It was for a middle school like Halloween party, so I wasn't allowed to wear the pin. So I just kind of looked like a, whoa. Cool. Childhood complete. And I know what I look like to a shaving brush tree. Very cool. Doesn't really smell like much. But, yeah. And they did have one in a pot. It wasn't priced. And, and they were closing. Very, very nice. So, yeah, got a call because it looks like a tree also that will grow really easily from putting. In Lake Worth, there's this one specifically, and it was one of the first times that I was able to start walking around by myself, and God, I had to be like 14 or something, and I came upon this tree, and it was a shaving brush tree, and it was the coolest thing I've ever seen. Had hardly no leaves on the branches, just these giant neon pink poofs. It's such a cool tree. And I'm in Zone 10, and Lake Worth is on the coast. Inland a little bit now in the swamps. But yeah, shaving brush tree. Every now and then I accidentally call it a bottle brush tree. That's a shaving brush tree. Bottle brush tree is also very cool. They have a dwarf variety, but I wanted to do a little bit more research because the bottle brush trees produce this gorgeous bottle brush looking flower. Red, beautiful red. And it makes an incredible tea. Like a really, really, yes, tea. So, this is freaking me out a little bit. Yeah, ask Snap though. I don't know why. But yeah, I don't know what about that one. I don't know why. I just can't really. It's like elephant ears. I have such a hard time figuring out which is which. I want swamp milkweed so bad. I think the desire for swamp milkweed just like overtook my eyesight because I don't know how I didn't see the differences. Very disappointed in myself right now. Guinea henweed. I can't believe that. I've only known about this for 2 days now, to be fair. And like I say, I focus mainly on edibles, forageables, and things to propagate, but which in turn also brings tons of wildlife and like everything flowers as far as the stuff that it grows. Anyway, milkweed I was not very familiar with, and the variety that's growing here and I see grow often, I assumed was the native variety because as far as I understood before, all I knew about tropical milkweed is that like the petals are red and then the up top bits are yellow. And I used to always see it. I never see it anymore. And yeah, but turns out there is an all yellow variety or an all orange variety. And so I won't know what that milkweed is until it flowers. I know it's not swamp milkweed. I wish I just double checked or just asked. I wish I asked, but I'm so out of it there. I'm still so out of it, but trying to figure out. I'm very, very excited for this. Very, very excited for this. And these seeds will start to release themselves when they do seed. This is Guinea henweed. It's a medicinal herb. And I actually don't know much about this because I don't know. There's so many plants. Every day I learn of a new plant. That's why I'm so comfortable with not knowing, because every day I learn something new, and every time I learn something new I feel like I know nothing because it's incredible. So much happening on this planet. And there's some cilantro in it, which I think is really cool. So I love the smaller nurseries because you'll always end up, and it's not just one, it's 1, 2, 3 little cilantro sprouts. Very cool. And I think that is some amaranth popping up, and which is cool because I don't have any growing right now, which is another green as well as a grain. And the dwarf ixora is, I think, I'm not exactly sure where they're gonna go because there's a few different habitats, like in Snappa's tree forest, like that is almost pretty much a proper forest, like a little rainforest. The monstera erupted, the ground hasn't dried out, and wind hasn't been able to pull everything up. And but out here, there's a lot more shell rock. Like I'll show you. See, sands. Sands. So look at all the stuff that's growing in it. Natives know what to do because, you know, they're from here. And the Florida natives, especially when you get into the old world tropics, that leads to a lot of like delicious plant recommendations. And oh, beautiful. I mean, did I say delicious? I must be hungry. But yeah, shoot. Oh, I wish I could get it. Did I save it in a playlist that's accessible? Maybe I will start a Florida natives playlist. I found, I can't find any information on the woman herself, but someone did a garden tour of her native landscape, and it looks ancient. And at the end of it, she's like, yeah, no, I started this 2 years ago. And I thought I knew a lot of native Floridian plants, and watching that garden tour, I knew probably about 10% of them, which was very exciting. It was like screaming at the screen the whole time. And I think I commented 3 times. But the old world tropics, that's what I'm trying to focus on now. And the more and more nurseries are carrying native plants. And I try to find them out and about and then introduce them via seed. However, I really want to get more flowers, and I'm trying to find KYNTO palm. I had one, but it was forgotten in a pot, I guess, and I'm still shocked that passed. I was traveling with it, so I needed to get it in ground. And KYNTO palms are only native cycad. It's not a palm at all, and that's what is the host plant to the Atala butterfly. And if you've seen those, they're absolutely gorgeous. They are my favorite butterfly. And black, orange, and blue, those three colors together, it's like sunset at midnight. Disregard that. Sunset at midnight. Yeah, but I don't know. In between. Did get the lights up. Got the lights up. So, I mean, the sun's gonna be going down in like a half hour, and I'll probably still be out here, so I'll be able to show you that. And incredible. And it's pitch black out here, pitch black at night. And believe it or not, you were able to see the Milky Way. And when I first came out here, I thought it was a cloud. And then the next night, that cloud was still there. And slowly began to realize that that was no cloud at all. And it wasn't a phenomenon. It was the Milky Way. Which is really, really cool. Ever since they started heavily developing and turning farms into city blocks, essentially, you can't really see it. Every now and then, like, you think you see a cloud and that's it, but yeah, I wish I put more effort into trying to get a photo somehow. And unfortunately, Snapbo's telescope met the same fate as my guitar. It was knocked down one too many times by my beautiful boy Blue. Rest in paradise. But yeah. Still, you can see so many stars. So many stars. When I was a kid, I thought people's freckles were star maps of like where they were from in space. And I also heard on a documentary that we were made of stardust in like first grade, and that solidified my I thought freckles were star maps, and that like depending on what star exploded, that dust, like that's what soulmates were also, was people from the same star. I actually tried to make a child's book. Well, not a child's book, but like kind of, you know, just beautiful little doodles and some texts. And it was a star or a tree that grew stars, and then the sprouts of the trees are put in bottles, like messages in a bottle, and thrown out to shore. And then when they crash onto another shore, that tree grows and the stars continue. And I never finished it though. I have a few drawings of it. Just a tree and with another tree in a bottle. And I feel the sun disappearing. Probably have to water everything. I'm gonna grab some water. Yeah. Haven't propagated much more. Ooh, iron proof can. Sponsored. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously. Oh, hey! Pigeon pea. Pigeon pea. I believe that's what I planted in here anyway. 90%. And the tomatoes are already sprouting. It's crazy. Just planted these like a few days ago. Tomatoes. Tiny little seeds because they're Everglades tomatoes, so I kind of like just had to stick them in the soil to get them off my finger. So they're going to be growing on the sides, the edges. And hi, kitten. Oh, so good about that. Oh, I have greatest focus. I should be studied. Alright, so, ow, ow, ow. Guinea hen weed, also known as garlic weed, gully root, animu, petiveria, aliacea. Is it Saya or Sia? Is a well-known Jamaican remedy for headaches, fever, and colds. Beautiful plant. The flowers. I love these little dainty flowers. Really, really nice. This crystal came in a candle, and I put it on a wire. That's all. And oh shoot, I should probably say the candle company if I. Let me look up our candle. I forgot. I didn't forget. It's just my mind is like essentially fog right now. What is this? I want to remember myself. Chrysanthemum Creations. Chrysanthemum Creations. Hello, Jarrell. Hello, Maria. Don't you know I'm not the one? Oh, then it sounds like you need some Jamaican guinea hen weed. It's for headaches. I just said, but no, thank you for stopping by. I'm not feeling 100% myself. Must be something happening. I mean, I watched 2 seconds of the news, and I guess I ran as like going irate, and I don't know what I'm supposed to think about that. So I don't know. I really don't. I have a theory, kind of, that, you know, things are happening and we just don't know yet. Like, I don't even want to say it. I always would. Like a world, the opposite of party 3 or something. I don't know. And I don't know. And like, ooh. The world is falling apart. It's terrifying. It really is. That's why I'm outside. Because, like, if I was inside, I'd be watching the news and just freaking out 24/7. Oh my god. I got a memory on Facebook today. This is me in middle school. We used to take these horrific pictures, and it's me with a lawnmower on me. One day I'll show the rest of the pictures, what I have left. And that was middle school. It was middle school. I went to a little tiny Catholic school at this time. Oh wow, I just realized I could see my necklaces. It's so cool. Jewelry. I like jewelry because, like, not just like stuff you could get at the mall or whatever, like stuff that people wear every day. I love that. And you could see it in images years later, and it's something so personal because it's like, I don't know, like this is a nothing special. It's a Greek coin. It was pre-drilled from 1920, 1926, and hard, but gosh, I wear it just about every day, and I know one day I'm going to lose it, and I'll look at a picture one day and I'll be like, oh, that treasure. I have 2 of them, so sometimes I wear them as earrings, and the chain was on a lion pendant, which I still have inside. I wore that one usually, and I found it. Was it this? No, it wasn't this jacket. The other denim jacket that I pretty much use for a work jacket now. I found, and it had a sterling silver necklace tucked in the pocket, and I found it on top of like a big pile for the curb, and it had a 1960s like travel kit too with it. A bunch of stuff, and Lake Worth is a little artsy place, and I feel like a lot of people there collect vintage antiques. So when you hit up yard sales there, like it's always a score. And same thing with unfortunately people move, because you know, like Lake Worth is one of those places you move from a small apartment to one slightly smaller. the rent has been slowly increasing for a long time. Now it's just unaffordable. But back in the day, like, I had a 2-bedroom house, bathroom, walk-in kitchen, all that, whole yard, big mango tree, $8.75 a month, and it was right by the bridge, so it was a 15-minute walk from the beach, and then it went up to like, I forgot, over 1,000, and I already knew that I somehow scored on this size, and so I knew what was coming, and I couldn't pay it, so ended up having to leave there. The landlord was my mom's friend from middle school. It's a small little coastal town, and the people that still live there all know each other. And like, my dad and my mom have been together since they were in high school, and a long time ago there's this little pizza place called NYPD, and should have been LWPD, but anyway. But my uncle worked there, and then one day I went for a slice of pizza, and they're really busy, and I got suckered into working there for 3 months, and it was so fun. It really was. And the people were really cool. And the guy Mikey, who is the chef, unfortunately he was actively dying from pancreatic cancer, and he was on his way to Panama. Oh my god, I missed talking to him for hours. And I went outside in the back area, and I see my parents' name in the cement, and they must have done that in the 80s. So, very small town. It's touristy, but it's more of a local town. And I haven't really been back in 5 years, so I'm kind of nervous about that. Went during New Year's, but it was so cold, couldn't really explore. Like, I couldn't think. If it's in the 40s in Florida, I am like, I'm not okay. Check on me next time, please. This winter was so long. I have never, I experience daily existential dread. However, nothing like that. Nothing like that, I tell you what. No more winters for me. Never having a winter ever again. Guinea hen weed. I'm so stoked. Let's see. Does it have the price on it now? So, how does it like to grow? Let's see. Rich, moist soil. Hello, Paul. Hello, Mario. Yeah, Mario, I mean, sometimes you'll see and it'll be 0, and I'll be having a full-on conversation. I wish I could do this like in real life and with people. I can't. It's like the more I know someone, the shyer I am around them, and I don't understand. That is the worst defect in my opinion, because what is that? It's stage fright in front of my friends. And like, I tried playing guitar on the last stream a little bit, and like I was actually shaking. I don't understand it. It's something I want to get rid of so bad, because I like drum circles and stuff like that, but I'm way too shy to say anything. Even when I was a kid in church, this would be me singing. Not singing at all. I don't know why at all. And yeah. But outside in the middle of the room, social butterfly apparently. I don't know. Okay, so maybe I should, maybe I should not freak out about the milkweed so much, because there is a huge list of native milkweeds, and I have not looked them up yet, so I don't see yellow milkweed though. I hope I could trade it. And I just, because the color looked just like the swamp milkweed, just the leaves. And it is manicured So maybe it has a different structure than what it is currently, because you could see all the cutbacks. But I just ordered cutbacks in um, the OE, because some people that still grow tropical milkweed, because um, for the butterflies, say that you could cut it back in October, and I don't know if it eradicates the parasite. I really don't. This is all brand new knowledge to me, and yeah. So really, really interested in knowing as much as I can about milkweed, because there are so many butterflies, and I really want to start finding stuff that provides for them, because that's what makes, like, even just like strolling through and nothing in season other than like the perennials, and of course, but full of butterflies, full. And there's a black and yellow one that mate in the forest, and which is incredible. Forest, ancient looking Florida forest, absolutely just. And there's so many vines and like downed trees, yet they're effortlessly flying back and forth. It's really intense. And sometimes they'll all land on like a hanging vine, so it's just this like centerpiece of butterflies. Goes well all over the vine. Ooh, very nice. Burger sounds real good right now. I know tonight we're making oxtail stew. Um, the usually pair it with like the oxtail's gotten crazy expensive. Like, so, but it adds so much velvety, like the I guess the collagen and the fat. It adds a lot of just, and nutrients, of course. And so use the pressure cooker just about, gosh, all the time. It's changed the way that we eat, and then like able to get tons of nutrients for way less of a hassle. And so Snappo grills the meat to give it some color, and then throws it in the Instant Pot, and then I cut up carrots, celery, and potatoes, very simple, and put that in the Instant Pot. It is the best stew ever, and it's so easy, and it saves so much time and money. And I keep meaning to do a video on that because of how it's so easy. And the Instant Pot, oh my gosh. I'm looking for recipes because that thing is magic. It's a cauldron. It's an electric cauldron. Like, the potatoes, even if you don't want potatoes in it, just throw one, because the starch breaks down and it makes it thick. Like, so even a spoonful is absolutely delicious. And then with the leftover broth, I just microwave it in a bowl with a pack of ramen, like ramen noodles, which soaks up the rest of the broth. It's amazing. And really, really addicted to it. And that just reminded me. So, some burger patties are frozen, and Snappo poured chicken broth on it once to defrost it faster, and it's become like a staple. Oh, there was something. I don't think I would react much right now if I got bit by a yellow fly. So tired. I'm not tired. I'm just like, everybody has moments like this. But I don't know where to start on a lot of stuff. And the habit of doing that. And then the stuff piles up. And like, I must have read the planting calendar for this area 50 times today, and I still can't comprehend when I'm supposed to plant stuff. Like, I don't know what's going on. And, yeah, but I hope y'all are having a beautiful night, because it's gorgeous out. And, yeah. Now I'm very hungry. So whirling sounds. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really excited for the sun to go down so I see something. I mean, I feel something. There is, oh, there's another thing that's happening. I think a palm tree is on its way out. Something is boring in it extensively, and I haven't been able to find any traces of it. It's a rhinoceros beetle, is my guess. It doesn't have the same like things going on as those weevils, but milkweed grows. Oh, I bet that's beautiful. I've never been on an actual bio. Bio, and I know how to pronounce bio. Some things I don't realize I've never really said out loud until I go to say it. You know, that kind of reminds me of the cedar knees. Is it cedar? See, when I think of paradise, that's exactly what it looks like. That's a swamp. What is the difference between a swamp and a bayou? That is gorgeous. See, that's that old world, like, ancient looking. It's like if I saw a dinosaur walking back there, I wouldn't even bat an eye. Like, it really. I mean, I guess gators are pretty. That looks just like in the swamps here. Just like more fertile. That's so nice. I really want to get across there. They have airboats and stuff like that, but I can't find any locally. So nice. That's so nice. Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, those are spots that I really want to check out. Everywhere, but oh my god. Like that, I love the shacks. The shacks that are on water. There's actually one by, how do you say, a houseboat on Blue Heron Bridge, you can see one. It looks just like a proper little, where did it go? Okay, bio houseboat. I'm sure I'll find exactly, yeah, exactly. Like that. It's like an actual just house. Really cool. A friend of mine, before he passed away, he was living on a houseboat in the Keys, and such a shame. Rest in paradise. Oh, see, that's it. That's it. That's it. That is dream. 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 I wanna build a houseboat. That is so nice. Like an actual house is just floating. That's so cool. Water is something that I don't ever plan on living away from. And oh gosh. And it would even be cool getting a pontoon boat. Just turn it into like a screened in room. Pontoon boat. Y'all like got it made with that. That's awesome. Why am I such a funk? Maybe I didn't drink enough coffee today. I don't know. I don't know why people keep quoting Daily Mail articles. Like, I keep seeing it on news, various places where people commentate on the news, and they're like, and Daily Mail says today. I looked up Daily Mail, it's like a tabloid. And it's like all celebrity stuff. And, yeah, I don't know why. Compromised password? What's that mean? Oh, I was gonna data leak. I pity the fool who figures it. Oh man, I don't know. I don't want to look up any news. I worked so hard to make it so all of my recommended videos are oceanic, oceanic and oh man, I kind of want to know what's going on though. Like I caught a tail bit of it. I just. This stuff is so big that I don't know if I'm doing myself remotely any service by even like paying attention really. So I guess Iran has launched more than 100 drones towards it. Like what kind of drones? Like is shit about to get way worse? Why can't the leaders just be, like, thrown in a room together with some of those fencing swords or some shit? Like, this is engulfing so much of the planet, so much of the youth. And I forget where, they said today, I mean, it's just, a lot of people are mobilizing, that much is evident. A lot of countries, I mean. And, I wish I get that that's just reactionary also, but I'm trying to make it make sense to me, which is just, you know, crafter gardener here in Florida. Nothing much, but this is the direction of my understanding, and I don't really want to have an opinion on something. Just because I want to understand something doesn't mean I want to have an opinion on it. And I just don't like seeing anybody die for any reason at all. And like, I don't want anybody to die. And I know like that's such a like empty thing or whatever, but what the fuck else am I supposed to say? Like, yeah, I will never wish the death on anybody. Life is way too complex, and I don't know anything like that warrants like such a strong desire and or outcome. And I don't know, because I'm just like anybody else, just existing and making the best of that, and like using whatever deck I was born with, just like everybody else. And I think it's very unfair that there's so many decisions, like the biggest decisions, and like it all just sort of like it's so green, and I don't know. And I don't know. I say it all the time, I love every human on this planet. I'm not just saying that. It's like an internal thing. I don't have a choice. Like, I don't question, like, you know, really why I like something. Like, I could, but, you know, if you like a song, you're gonna listen to it. And I can't keep, like, for instance, songs. I shared a song in a friend group, and they're like, you still listen to him, he is this, that. I'm like, I have rotten focus. I cannot keep up on all these people's, you know, lives and all their past horrific decisions and monstrous, whatevers. Um, but yeah, some things are just like a song, and I have no idea who even sings it. Um, but cause like a song is like I don't know, it's like a thing in itself. Yes, like it's been created and like there's so much that goes into it. I can't even like wrap my head around it because some songs are written by one person, performed by one person. Some songs are written by an actual team that hires a singer and like you know what I mean. Like there's so many different ways a song could come to be. I am rambling now, but feel I don't know. And I try to like look at the news a little bit, but I, like I was a little surprised by O.J. Simpson because I feel like I just saw like a TikTok or whatever of him where he was just talking normally, and that felt very sudden. Which you know, I don't have an opinion. I don't know. I was just surprised. I don't know anything about him other than what my mom told me. I'll just say that. I guess I don't know. And but I was like, oh, because like passed away from cancer, and then I was like, wow, he's looking like with it, whatever, you know, and yeah, I wasn't, yeah, I get it. Oh man, my mind can't even like process what I'm looking at on the screen. I'm stoked to put the lights on though. No answer. What? What? Wait, what? What is it? So, oh, there's something flying all around my face. What? There is no way. There is no way. I don't even, I can't, there's no way. I have to show snap of this because there's just no way. I'm not making fun, but it's okay. Where did I go listen to music? Uh, pretty soon in KYNTO you're going to be able to have audio inputs, but also mix it because then we could jam, like, literally through. I've never really jammed with anybody before. Handful of times, but not, like, to write a song. And Snap is learning chords, I'm relearning chords, and I hope. Oh, hello, senior. Senor. My brain is fried right now. Hope you're having a beautiful day. I am. And just every day is a different day, and you know, I don't know. Don't fret. if, you know, we're not all this, we change all the time, and every day is different. I don't know what I'm saying, I really don't. Yeah, I'm just in a, kind of in a mood, I guess. I just, can't stop thinking about milkweed. And, everything else that's happening, and I just, really sucks. Like, such beautiful people worldwide, and it's like everybody's being pitted against each other just because some, like, I get that that's how the world works, or whatever, like, human, like, within human existence, but I just thought, like, it could be at the point where we'd all be playing chess or something instead of actively, you know. And I know I'm not that naive. I understand that things have never really ceased, and they don't. These are governments and they're countries, and they have militaries for reasons. It doesn't make it any easier to swallow. It sounds dumb, but I see myself as an earthling first, a human being first, and as I'm very, you know, I love everything about, like, where I'm from and where I live, and my neighbors, my family, all the different cultures and subcultures and creations within individuals, like a lot of emphasis on art, and like not just like art, like any type of art, and there's just a lot happening, and there's a lot that happens on every landmass. Beautiful people, beautiful creations, beautiful earth, and so I hate when it's like at a time like this, because then it's like xenophobia is on high. Like, if you say anything about anything, oh, why are you pro this? It's just like, I'm not gonna get into any. I don't know. I love all human beings. I'm unwavering in that. Like, I remember when the Russia-Ukraine thing, like, the instant, like Amy, just, like, people asking him, like, I don't know why people want other people to feel like that. Like, everybody knows that civilians are civilians. We're fucking, we're civilians. What say do we have in anything? So we gotta be there for each other. It doesn't matter what part of the world. It's just, it's all the hate and negativity that's in the air. And I know I'm very cynical, but not like this. Not like I go through my Facebook and it's just like people that were once friends, like the most vile stuff. They're commenting on each other's stuff. Just like, I don't know. It's like if you think one way, you're literally something that needs to be stopped or something, or I don't know. I wish people could just get along, and I know that's really dumb and insensitive to say, but that's the truth. I wish, like, compare notes. All of the, we're here now, like, with the table and, like, pressed metal and fabrics, printed fabrics, because of, like, everything that came before us. And I feel like everyone in, like, media has forgotten that there's untold amount of history, like, before today in the present moment. And, you know, I don't know, there's no way to know everything, but I'm not gonna let something on the news convince me to hate somebody for something I don't fully understand. It's just not gonna happen. And yeah, so love y'all. I am probably going to angrily stare at a wall while listening to aggressive music. But, and maybe watch some news, because I am kind of, I can't help but feel a little like, I mean, every single news thing is all about Iran, and like, Iran has some of my favorite architecture and art, and like Persian art, and it's a beautiful place on this planet, full of beautiful people, and I hate all that's happening. I just hope people don't convince themselves to hate other people, especially worldwide. And like in Shiraz, I think it's called the Pink Mosque. It is so beautiful. Like, let me show you. I mean, it's pretty well known. There's two that is like, wow. So there's the Pink Mosque, which is in Shiraz. And please excuse me if I am mispronouncing. Is this not the most beautiful? Really bad at operating this for some reason. Isn't that the most beautiful? It's just the stained glass and the tiles. The tile work is, it's just absolutely so I can't remember the other mosque's name. It's called, I know it's like very blue. Alright. It's this. It's just so intense. Oops. Where is this? Shiraz. Hold on. I'll be right there, kitten. You'll have all my attention. It like unfolds. It's just surreal. If you look up like Iran mosques tile work, you'll see some of the most intricate and gorgeous tile work. Like that looks like origami. It's immense. And my childhood friend is from Iran. That's how I started to really pick up on the hidden details, because it's so cool to see the calligraphy like hidden and everything. Look at that. That is so intense. All designed from the golden ratio. Oh, hello, CJ. And Senor. And Palsy. And Violence. That's crazy. It trips me out. Oh, there's a sunset. Sunset in the pines. Huge pines. I cannot wait until it gets deeper and deeper into summer, because that's when the sunsets are just, whew, they are literally breathtaking. And we might not have mountains, but we have endless skies. And actually, in like where I'm from, they put a cap on how tall you could build buildings, and for that reason, a few reasons. But there's not many buildings out here, so lightning does make contact to the ground quite often. The first time I was out here, and it's like, it's raining, but it's nice. Lightning struck the neighbor's yard, and it traveled through the wet ground, and my body felt like it was vibrating for over a week. It was intense. It's our visual representation of the God, 100%. I always say, like, when you zoom out, it's essentially zooming in. There's so much repetition in this pattern that, I mean, it's a clear pattern. And I just can't wait. I know it sounds so dumb, but I cannot wait until we could zoom in closer to an atom, because I don't think I don't think it ends. I don't think that's like, I don't think it ends. I think, and like same thing with zooming out, like it's just continuous. I don't know what that means, but you know, nobody knows absolutely anyway, so like all theories are welcome. And I love new theories. Theories to me is like our mythology and our legends and our understanding and our use of our mediums to bring meaning and understanding. Because I never stop thinking about it, and it might be more of a childlike outlook, but however, I don't see much of a difference. And the like you could zoom into anything and you just see an untold like amount. Just it's never ending. Like you could almost visualize it, just this continuous and cycle, and we're moving and never in the same place, which is already very weird to think about. And if we didn't have all of this history and survived this long, we would have no idea. We've never even got off the planet. So I mean too, by every human is vital. Even in silly ways. Like you never know if like, you know, some important scientist is sitting there having his meal and like the waitress like notice his shoes are untied and he looks at his shoes and epiphany, you know, just like in wild ways. And the older I got, like also it just more and more connected everything feels, and I can't put my hand on it. That's one reason why I do enjoy studying all religion. Every religion or school of thought, nothing is off limits, and everything gets the same amount of curiosity and respect, because there's so much corresponding things taking place, and there's so much common ground. And I always wonder, like, why don't people just compare notes rather than this is the right one and that's the wrong one? It makes no sense. Like, first of all, who knows? I, can't be me. I'm just too comfortable not knowing. I can never like defend something stringent. Like, besides like my things that I like, I'll defend stuff I like until I die. But like things that I have no idea, like you could believe something wholeheartedly without being like, yeah, this is 100% facts, because it's not measurable or whatever. And I don't think that takes away from anything at all. Like, there's nothing, I don't know when certainty and uncertainty stops and begins, because everything is just changing constantly. And how can understanding stick? That's one thing that I think about a lot. Because, you know, the things we're certain about. That's why I also really, really like talking to people that are from all walks of life, because everybody has such a vastly different understanding. And it could be the same thing, but all get there from different vehicles. And like also personal realizations that people come to not accept, but like just, I don't know. I really want to have more groups where we could like talk like with voices, so it's easier, and like a chat room essentially, but for anything, not necessarily like just debate, but also like, you know, comparing notes. You know, this is what I got from it. Like, what did you get? Yes, the book from Aldous Huxley, Perennial Philosophy, sums it up. Oh, I gotta read that one. I got Doors of Perception when I was in, like, God, 3rd grade, and I did my first book report on it. Well, not my first book report, but I haven't really dug much into his other works in a long time. And, ooh. I really want to make kind of a study group because, unfortunately, I have not the best focus. I get a lot done in my opinion. I don't make a lot of money, but yet, but you know, no work goes on something, but there's just no markets out here. So I'm gonna go back on Etsy for a little bit. I keep trying to get myself to take pictures because I have to make them pretty, and sometimes I get a little hung up on that. But oh, I totally forgot what I was saying. Dang it. This is why I want to make a study group. That's why. That's what I was talking about. Oh, let me turn these lights on, because it is, yeah, it's really, really lovely. I got 2 glasses of coffee. I am really glad I hit live. I was having the worst day, just like, one of those days where nothing goes right, like the when you close the door, it grabs your shirt, and like, you move the wrong way and you just like trip over your own feet. Like one of those days. But I don't know, y'all really, I'm gonna be doing a giveaway because like I really have to step up on that because y'all have no idea how much of a difference that you made in my life, and I try not to get too like cheese balled because I don't know, but I do mean that, and I think y'all do. But let me grab some coffee and turn these lights on. That's nice. They're not the brightest. They're LED. Ooh, big old frog. But what a difference. Yeah, very nice. What about John Allegro, the sacred mushroom? that. I have to write that down right now. Ooh. That is a book that pops up all of the time when I'm like digging around the internet. And the books. So I read The Vine of the Soul, which is not at all related. But I haven't read it yet. But Snappa has a copy of DNT Spirit Molecule, but also there's this other one, Binaural. Oh, I always forget what it's called. I should just grab it. Binaural something, and it goes into the Sumerians, because of the pine cone. And I'm gonna write that down if I forget, because I'm going to. If you check out KYNTO, that is where I'm going to have the either like study groups, book club, if you will, and for exactly stuff like this, because symbolism is ingrained in everything, and it has been throughout like all throughout all human history. And you know, it's the same planet, and I think the same, yeah. The book page. The sacred mushroom and the cross. Yes. Yes, Biscayne. I have to come over here anyway. So, you know, it lights up a little bit. Sacred mushroom as the cross. John Allegra. Thank you. Stimulate the mind, muscle center, and headless. Thank you for actually mentioning that, because see, I have a print. I printed them out, and I have like Isaac Newton's translation and a few others, but I'm not entirely sure where like legend meets the Emerald Tablets. I can't seem to figure it out, because same thing with the Kabbalion. Like, I never know where to start on that, and those are two that I never know which is which. And I believe the Emerald Tablets are quite short, like a paragraph or two. That's what I have. But looking them up often leads to like a bunch of different things. I don't ever really have anybody to mosquitoes. Can you hear them? Top. Symbolism is sacred geometry. You will notice it everywhere. Oh, 100%. And it's one of the most global languages, in my opinion. And someone said that math and symbolism are two of the global languages, and I can't remember at all who. And oh yeah, let me actually take a screenshot of that. I've been trying to get better at drawing, and the ratios I'm not good at all. And if I could encode even more stuff into it, because I didn't go to school to learn or anything, so my drawing isn't the best. I can't draw the same thing twice. But I really like doodling and seeing what comes up out of doodles, because I don't plan a drawing, they just happen. And I try to inundate them in symbolism. So helps study. Like flashcards, I use tarot cards as flashcards for symbolism. The book that I use the most is the Tarot of the Holy Light, which I believe is Golden Dawn. And sometimes I get them confused. And trying to go to, there's a Rosicrucian church both in Winter Park, which would be amazing to go to the Winter Park one, but there's one in Hialeah, which is a lot closer. And they have public meetups, so I really want to check out that. Order of the Oddfellows and the Rosicrucians have some of my favorite art, and I know it's silly to say that because it's not it's very utilitarian. It is art. It definitely is art. It's gorgeous art, especially Order of the Oddfellows. How they have the 3 links of the chain. It's getting really hard to think with the mosquitoes. Ooh, I forgot to grab this stuff. Suck it, Publix! I don't want our sweet potatoes. Anyways, got me some produce stand potatoes, because Publix could pleasure itself. Because it's certainly not a pleasure shopping at Publix anymore. Their produce is garbage. So, I'm on full-blown boycott mode. all I wanted was some sweet potato vines to grow. None of their sweet potatoes will sprout anymore, and I don't like that. They just mold, and they mold in the fridge, which I've never seen with a sweet potato. They're very, they're pretty dang, uh, they're tough little roots things, tubers. The mosquitoes, I'll just blame them. But you can't even really see. Is there a lighter on there? I do. Never know when you're gonna need a lighter. But see the sprout? So this one's sprouting. This is a boniata, I believe, and this is your regular sweet potato. But then also they had a chayote that was growing, so gonna have this. Your oh no! My sound's gone. Oh no! My phone is dead. That is why. And the mosquitoes are crazy. Okay, so feel free to why am I talking louder? Like it's gonna hear me. So I'm clicking around. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I know how to hit live, but sometimes other things go wrong. I don't know why it doesn't let me add to the chat from my phone. Like, I see the chat, I don't know why I can't type in it. And, oh, these mosquitoes. Really like the lights, though. Then, it takes a while for my eyes to adjust because I am night blind. I'm not even kidding. I have visual snow, which is just static in eyes all the time. And I stopped like looking into it because A, there's no cure, so whatever. But B, the Visual Snow Initiative wasn't founded until 2012, and it was 2011 when I was like extensively trying to figure something out about it. And it just, I don't know, fell by the wayside. I'm so used to it. And I completely night blind though. Like, for instance, like a hole will look like a big mound of something. Corners that go inward look like they're convex, and little things like that. And I know it's not. I know it's not. Cause like I would always friends will see me at night and I'm like with my arms out. They're like, "Can you not see?" I'm like, "No, at all. It's static. You don't see static?" And they're like, "No, what the hell?" But it's not just at night. It's shadows in general. That's why anytime I'm in a room, every light is on. I'm sorry. But and stuff like that. And yeah, like even like if I'm writing on a piece of paper and like like shade is on half of it, it messes my eyes up. It sees shade almost like a 3D object. And I don't know what else to really do about that other than exist with it. So it's called visual snow. I read a long time ago that in ancient Greece, I believe they believed the people could see air. So I wonder what they called it or how they described it, because static wasn't a thing, and static like TV static, and so it interests me. It's like clear static though. It's like at night, like I use it almost as a tool for meditation because it's like it stimulates a lot of thoughts. I know that sounds crazy, but what else am I supposed to say? Closed eye hallucinations are very common, and I think that mixed with like visual snow makes it so like I have like a hyper imagination now, like pictures, imagine like very very clear. It's hard to explain without sounding nuts, so I don't talk about it very much. But yeah, oh gosh, computer. I have a bad habit of leaving stuff outside, and it's that time of year where it becomes very dangerous to do that. Because even if it rains or a split, well, the computer is wet. And it's really wet under the trees. The shaving brush tree. So KYNTO, it's in the description, KYNTO, and it's Snappa's. He programmed it all from scratch, and it's a long time in the making. It's gonna start being promoted, but like I said, Snappa's the only programmer on it, and so just getting some extra features on it. It changes every day because it's so fluid. And now you're going to be able to put your face on the avatars. There's a bunch of different ways to talk. And you could type, use mic, use audio, share your screen, a bunch of stuff like that. And, you know, you're not going to get banned for cursing or, you know, sharing opinions. So that's ideal for what I would really like to use it for, which is ironic because Snappa's creation is becoming like a very valuable tool for me because there isn't really anywhere to discuss things. Like I try chat groups. If people get a little too one way or another, they're just booted from the group, and like half the time I just don't understand why. And it's like that's their personal, you know, experience. Like you can't just ban someone for having, you know, they didn't choose to have, like, I don't know. There's not a lot of freedom left in that regard for discussion. And things like mythology, culture, religion, it could get a little opinionated and a little, like, you know, accidentally offensive. And I say accidentally offensive because, you know, we're all born in the shoes we're born in, or the few that we're, you know, we're all born in, and, like, from that facet, you're going to have opinions of the other facets, and it's totally normal. And I say accidentally offensive because maybe a Presbyterian thinks, you know, something that Catholics does is ridiculous and hilarious. Who cares? Like they think it's funny, you know? Like I'm sure people from the opposite think something else is funny, and then that thing is offensive to somebody. And it's just never ending. So it's not even gonna waste time even like trying to do all that. Like it's just discussion. It's literally just find new things, learn new things, laugh a little bit because we should be able to laugh at ourselves and others. You know, uh, life is wild at all times. It's never not wild, in my opinion, and I think communication is key. I think comedy is key. I think, you know, obviously empathy and, you know, putting yourself in other shoes as much as you can. I love putting myself in other people's shoes, and sometimes I fail, and or assume wrong, but yeah, I'm a human, and that's oh my gosh, there's so many mosquitoes. If I here, let me try. Can you see me zooming around? Oh, right in the eye. Well, thank you for joining. And CJ, feel free to go on KYNTO. I'm always on Instagram. I have Facebook, Instagram, and I think, well, KYNTO, obviously. And I forget what else. But feel free to, gosh, I can't even think right now. But yeah, feel free to, any recommendations, if there's anything specific you want to hear about or discuss, because I could also invite people onto streams now. I just send a link and it goes split screen. And a bunch of different things like that. And I'm always out to learn something. And I really, really do like discussing, especially mythology and symbolism, because that's something that gets carried into everything. Even like modern entertainment is entrenched with mythology. And, like even, you know, almost like, yeah, like sci-fi is like modern mythology in a way. And a lot of it, like you'll hear like the names, like Stargate. It's literally ancient Egypt. And yeah, that kind of thing. But, oh, coffee everywhere. Happy trails. These mosquitoes are they're very friendly. they're giving me lots of kisses. Gosh, there's probably about 10 different species on me at this very second. Maybe this should just turn into a identification stream of mosquitoes. I went to the West Coast once and they have salt marsh mosquitoes, which are crazy looking. But yeah. Alright, happy trails, and we'll probably see y'all tomorrow, or probably Monday, honestly, because I think Sunday is, I don't know, for swimming, and my full body withdrawals from salt water, for real. Any water. I would swim in any water. And, yeah. If you have water, even an indoor pool, jump in it, because that's, like, I think, the greatest experience on this planet is being in water. Yeah. Alright, I'm getting a little rambly, but let's see. You have a kind. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, no, I will definitely be back. And also, shoot, I was just about to repeat all of that. Yes, feel free to find me anywhere. And yes, love y'all. Happy trails. Thank y'all for joining. And hope you have a perfect night. And yeah, please do feel free to send any recommendations. And yeah, I especially like food, plants, music. New Zealand, it has tons of stuff I've never ever seen or heard of before, I'm sure. Every inch of this planet is fucking packed with the coolest stuff. This planet is the best, I swear. Five stars, 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Earth. Mothership Earth is where it's at. Let's get it. But yeah, New Zealand, I bet, has a lot of insane stuff. I always think of it kind of like, I don't know, like tropical. And then I see pictures and I'm like, holy crap, that is a whole world. But yeah, so please do feel free to write. I love learning little bits of every part of this. Oh god, I can't even think. Happy trails! Ah, mosquito.